Welcome to the video series, How to Build Your Food Truck, with me, Frank Valterra. And to be honest, I always try to think of different ways on how to start a video to make it like super cool for you guys. You guys be like, whoa, this guy's always changing. But I just couldn't think of anything. So here we go. We're going to be concluding the plumbing on the video series that I started here, where I show you how you can build your own food truck from scratch, from A to Z, from beginning, empty trailer, to now that you can see it. It's a full kitchen on wheels. We got the hood, we got the sinks, we got the water heater. And I'm gonna give you a two things on this one. I'm gonna give you a walkthrough at the end, and I'm gonna be showing you just like almost like a field trip, like a show and tell of the plumbing of what I did. And at the end, I actually am working on a list right now where I'm gonna be able to make it like really detailed of what you need, like electrical, plumbing, hood, concession window, tables, sinks, and all that. And I'm gonna have it up for sale. And so if you want that, I'm working on that right now as we speak. So I'll have it available here shortly. So get ready, because we're gonna do a final walkthrough of the plumbing and also some miscellaneous little things that I wanna surprise you guys with that I've been finishing up. As you can see right above my head, it's complete, this little thingamajigger. So let me tell you about that. Let's get started right now. Frank Valterra, How to Build Your Food Truck. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for commenting. Thanks for watching. Let's go. I had to run to Home Depot real quick. These right here actually are not called street elbows. That was my fault. They're called vent elbows, 90-degree vent elbow. It's a little shorty. That's what I like to call it, a shorty 90. And I had to actually buy this because I had two tubes of this, two little barrels of this, but it must have been left out because it was hard at the bottom. So I had to buy this about $13 right here. Fusion single step clear PVC cement. So we're getting ready. These are my pieces of PVC. That one's gonna go there, that one's gonna go there, and then we're gonna PVC this together. That's why I had to do this. I couldn't move forward because I have to connect this piece to that. So I need my PVC glue. So I had to pick that up, and I had to correct myself on this one. Let's call it the Shorty 90, all right? There's no vent elbow, but that's technically what it's called. We'll call it the Shorty 90. So let's do that. I bought 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 of these, or 5 of these. 5 or 6 of these is what I have. I'm using the OD tape. It's gray. It's a little bit more pricey than the white one. I think they have white sealing tape. It's a little bit thinner, but this gray one, the OD one, phenomenal. And I'm also getting ready to glue my PVC on here and then ready to finish up the plumbing. So let's get to it. This is a single step cement. Works wonderfully. As I'm working here on the plumbing, I did want to pause in the middle of the installation. That way I capture all the details so you guys can have all the information you need for this plumbing section. So there you go. That's how we installed the PVC. Bam, bam, bam. And now we're over here after this T. This one's not installed in there. You do need this one. This one's called a Backflow Preventer. And what this does is it eliminates the water from coming back from the tank. So if the water goes into that gray water tank, the dirty water, you don't want it to come back into your system. So this one prevents that. That one is actually going to go right in there, right between the main drain line and the gray water tank, which is the one that sits behind it, the bigger one. So I'm just trying to measure this, trying to make sure I cut this PVC. Just make sure that you add that in there. And all of this right now is not secure. That's not secure. That's not secure. I'm only glued up to this point right here. So I'm just trying to take some measurements, trying to capture all this information here in the PVC. I'm gonna mark it right here. Doop, 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 doop. And then I'm gonna cut it. Oh man, we're gonna cut off the eagle. Beautiful eagle. So we're gonna cut it right there, and then we're gonna get more measurements here so we can finish that up. So just wanna make sure I show you that in the mid installation part, but let's get back to plumbing. Make sure you're ready because this cement dries quick. So you want to have all your PVC cut. So make sure you dry fit it, and that way all your cuts are accurate and you get a good seal. So you guys ready to see this? You guys ready? You guys ready? Let's go. So this is the final plumbing of how it looks with the drain side. I haven't connected all my PEX lines yet. Again, that's my vent elbow. There is no P-traps. Remember, I do not install P-traps. My health department doesn't say anything. They approve it. They like it. They actually said it was a phenomenal setup. So I know that some places they require P-traps. Just know that this might not be the exact setup that you use, but it'll give you an idea. It has a T right there, another T. It goes to another T, 90, right into the hand sink. And then right here, it goes into the Backflow Preventer. And that goes right into the gray water tank. So you can see right there, nice and secure. All my piping is 1.5 PVC NSF rated that you can see right there. Again, that is the final. The drains, now I have to drain these tanks. So now I have to go down into the bottom of the trailer from that one and that one. I have to take out some drains that go down to the bottom, and I add some gate valves. So we're partially done in the inside. This technically is a final of how it looks up here with the drains. One Lithonia 2-foot LED strip light, and it's 2100 lumens, as you see right there. Color 5000 Kelvin, which is daylight, and that's gonna go right there where you guys see my little handy dandy Romex. So that should match up perfectly with these back here. It has the same look, being the two bulbs that you can see right there. So let's install that. Just wanted to make sure that I update you that I had great news, that I'm able to finally fix that side and make it complete. So that way I have my whole strip of lights. I have about 16, right, 8 plus 4 is 12 plus 2 is 14 feet of lights. That's a lot of light, man. A lot of light. So let's go. Someone did ask me on the comments, so make sure that you comment because I do see each and every one and I respond myself, is how do I vent my tanks? So you see here, this is my freshwater tank. That's my gray water tank. This right here is a 1/2 inch hole that comes from the tanks already pre-made from the factory from Class A Customs. This is a little piece that I bought from Home Depot, but I do think that they give it to you as well on the plumbing kit for Class A Customs. But this is the vent that they give you, and this goes out here. If you guys can see, this is my gravity fill valve. I do not have it secure yet, but you see that there's a little hole right there. And then this one is what goes right here to your fill hose. So this one fills up the tank, and then this one gets connected to the other side, just like that. And you can either connect it with this, or you can use the crimp ring right here because it does fit perfectly. It's the size of PEX, so you can put this on the edge and then put it right there, and then put it on a crimp ring with the crimp ring connector that you see right there, and then that way this stays secure. So that's how you vent the tanks. The one in the back is, I actually buy almost like a twist valve, like a ball valve that I use right there, something like that. I found one at Home Depot as well that I just connect it to here, and then I just kind of leave it halfway open. That way this one always gets vented. You can always close it or open it, but that's how I found how to vent this one, because either that or you have to run another hose like this and then put something on the outside of the trailer, but I haven't found anything that works for that. So that's why I use that little ball valve, and I'll show it to you once I buy it, but that's how I vent these two tanks. Hopefully that answers your question. So as you see right up here, we have a 2-foot light. It finally arrived. It's a Lithonia CDC, I think, series that they call it, CDS, something like that. I'll link it here in the description. I did have to end up getting it somewhere else. I had ordered it previously from another company and they were just dragging their feet. And I called another electrical supply place locally and they actually had one. It was our last one and I was able to pick it up. Let me tell you guys something, it's crazy because just like on cans, a 6-inch can, like the actual can, is cheaper than a 4-inch can. Like, it makes no sense. Why would the smaller one be more expensive than the bigger one? I don't know. Same thing with this light. This light was $75. It's 2 feet. This one is 4 feet, and it was about 50 bucks. I don't know. Someone's messed up there. It has more light, but it is what it is. So I finally installed this, and all you do is you connect your black wire with the switch leg, your white wire with the neutral, and then the ground with the ground. It snaps right in. It's like so easy. It's like literally you just squeeze. Ah! Let me get both hands. Like that. And then you're able to just kind of put it in. And then this way, when you're driving, this thing holds up nice and tight there. Look at that. It just pops right in just like that. So that's how we install this light. It's pretty easy, pretty straightforward. So that's that part of the light. And I'm also going to be working on the plumbing. As you can see here on the front here, this is where all the cooking equipment things are going to go. And I'm going to work on my little contraption that I always make right here. So I'm going to be working on that. I got my ball valves ready right here. I don't have it done yet, so look forward to that on the next video. But I just want to make sure that I tell you what I'm working on here. So with that, that's this part. Let's jump into the plumbing. Comment here in the video because that's the best way to be able to do this. But let me give you the field trip of the plumbing, of how we installed this. As you can see here, it is all 1.5" PVC. We start with the vent elbow. We put a little piece of PVC right there, and then we go with the T, another piece of PVC. We go with another T. These are called trap adapters. I believe these are the male ones on this side. It's the ones that receive the fitting. So it's either male or female. I'm still not like an expert on what those exactly mean, to be honest. It's just confusing to me. But these trap adapters receive the fitting. So you're gonna need 3 of those. And then over here, we come on to another T. And then we have the Backflow Preventer, which goes to the gray water tank. And then just 90 years over into the hand sink. Again, we have another trap adapter right here with the 90-degree elbow. And all this feeds into the gray water tank because then you're able to drop it from the bottom. That's how you release all that, all the dirty water, right, when you go to your commissary. And when you fill your fresh water tank, right here, you vent it. Somebody did ask me this question. So you vent it right here to the gravity fill valve that you see right there. And then this is also your fill hose. These get connected outside. And then this fills your tank right here, right? It's pretty straightforward, kind of like your house. Water comes into your house and then distributes to your faucets, being your kitchen, your bathroom. So on this one, I put a ball valve right here. I put a ball valve right there, and then this controls the water. And then that goes into the water pump that you see right there. It has a little filter there to take out the trash and then like dirty stuff that goes into the tank, just in case. So that's this right there. So that goes into your water pump, and then from there it goes into the cold side of the 3-compartment sink, and then also from there it goes to your water heater, as you can see right there. And then the water heater comes out with red hose, which is your hot water, and then that goes over here to your hand sink, just like the blue, and then right over there. I have not put any water in here. I have not put any water in here to test it out yet, but I will at some point. But I am very confident in my plumbing skills. They should call me Master Plumber. Just kidding. To be honest, again, a disclaimer, I'm not a licensed plumber. I am a licensed electrician, but not a licensed plumber. So just know that whatever I have here, if you do have your doubts, or if you don't feel that you did everything correctly, you can always hire a plumber, pay them like an hour of their time to come inspect your stuff. I'm sure they'll be happy to do it. Just tell them you need a service call, an inspection, and then they'll come out and see and make sure that you did everything correctly. It might cost you like $100, $150, but it's well worth it to just be able to go to the health department and pass it the first time. So that's my tip I can give you. You could do the same thing with the electrician. Like if you paid me $150, if you're close to me, I might go, maybe, to be honest. But if it's just a check, I won't install anything, but it's just a check, right? That's what you want it for, like an inspection. So that's the tips that I can give you. That's the walkthrough of the plumbing. Hopefully that helps you out. Again, I'm going to have a list available that I'm making right now where it can help you, like go to Home Depot or the links to Amazon, my paid Amazon links, and then you can get shopping done for you, like super easy, super fast. You know, just take as minimal trips to Home Depot as you can. I love Home Depot, so it doesn't bother me to go all the time. So there you go. Again, Frank Valterra's How to Build Your Food Truck Plumbing Part 2 complete.